This fellow over here with the yellow shirt, Macaca, or whatever his name is.
You've seen it. Virginia U.S. Senator George Allen calling a rival campaign worker Macaca, the college student Indian American. There's Allen calling himself defeated last week. And Montana Senator Conrad Burns taking a nap on the job. Last week, he took a hike right out of office.
Okay, here they are. I was going to say loose lips, but you guys aren't really loose lips. You're ready to go, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
This morning.
Jeremy Thompson, Democrat, what do we say? Campaign advisor, media consultant.
They call us operatives now, and I don't think it's a bad word.
And Jonathan Wilcox, now a professor at USC School of Communications, but you were with Darrell Issa. You did some ghost writing in this Republican. Which one of you guys are happier? I can only guess.
I have to say I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that we've retaken majorities, and that people of my ilk, camcorders in hand, have had a bit of a role to play in that.
Obviously, I'm just really happy to be here, but at the same time...
employed. Okay, so what happened? Did these gotcha videos do them in? Was it the war in Iraq, or was this like the first salvo? What happened?
Well, I would say, and I think Jonathan would agree with this, that no video clip's going to end a decades-long political career. There's something lurking beneath the surface. But certainly when you get caught on camera dozing, talking about... the people painting your house as little Guatemalan men, calling people macaca, as we saw coming into this, it opens up a line of discussion that lets people explore why they're really not happy.
Well, let's just go to one other video. Will, let's run that video of Bill Angelides. We're going to be running this, and there's a video of Bill Angelides, shows him selling himself for governor, and then in the back of the room, there are people falling asleep. What's that about?
Always watch the back of the room, they say. I mean, look, this is also attached to a new political Miranda warning. You have no right to remain silent, and anything you say can and will be used against you on the Internet. And look, in politics now, as in boxing, it's been true for a long time, but now more than ever, protect yourself at all times. And I think that's going to go now that campaigns will be changing permanently now and forever, and in that way, maybe even a little more cheaply.
But you know, when Al Gore ran for president the only time actually, full
that we know of.
That we know of. Yeah, exactly. But last time around, when he was really good, and you, believe it or not, could get chills on your spine listening to him talk. He was free and wheeling, and at the end, when he was himself, he was his best. When he was controlled, he was not. So what happens? This is kind of a chilling...
I was going to say, yeah, there is going to be a chilling effect, because in some ways, candidates now are going to be even, more controlled, even more scripted, even more careful to not speak at all off the cuff, to give nobody chills, even in the era of global warming. Look, what's happening there, also is a further blending of celebrity and politics. The trackers are less campaign operatives than they are political paparazzi with a partisan purpose. And that is not going to do anything but I think make campaigns more guarded, more careful, and in that way, perhaps even far less interesting.
Absolutely. Campaigns will become more guarded. You point out the Angelides video, people falling asleep. Angelides ran a commercial in the primary against Steve Wesley using his tracker's footage of Steve Wesley at a Democratic convention. Fast forward to the general election, you have a tracker's footage of Angelides, being edited into a moonwalk, Arnold Schwarzenegger saying he's going to take the state backwards. You live by the tracker, you die by the tracker in this case. And later on in the campaign, being out on the road a little with the treasurer, I saw an instance where there was a Democrat, a liberal Democrat, a strong supporter who had a camera in the crowd, but you could see a little look on the face of the staff. Who is this guy? Do we know he's okay? Do we have to talk to him, as happened to somebody who was following George Allen, who got talked to by Allen operatives right into a wall.
Well, we saw some of that happening. They're giving us a minute, but I want to ask you about this grassroots gotcha. Is this a one-time deal, or you're saying you think it's going to be a standard fixture?
I think it's here to stay, and I think that, look, campaigns may be lagging indicators, but they eventually get the message, and this message is now to have everything taped, and even, as I said, sorry about this, Jeremy, even tracking the trackers. So perhaps even you yourself will be enlightened on the Internet.
This isn't going anywhere. 2004 was the year of the blog. 2006 is the year of YouTube. It gave people control over the dominant medium of the last century, which is the moving image, but it added the interactivity and the immediateness of this century's new dominant media, the Internet. It's not going anywhere.
Well, maybe you two can take a camera out and collect some things for us over the next couple of months.
Once in a while.
I've always got two in the trunk.
All dressed up and the camera to go.
Ready to go. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. We'll have final comments right after this.